Hello developers, welcome back to the series of reactjs developer interview questions and answers. So this is the third video of this series. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I'll leave the link in the description or I'll put it in the cards in the above to the top right corner. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about an interview question for reactjs developer interview in a very big MNC that I have attended. So the panel asked me to build a stopwatch, and the stopwatch should be in this format. I should be displaying hours, minutes, seconds, and also the milliseconds. And I should be having start, pause, and reset buttons, which will be doing the intuitive functionalities. Let me start with taking a state variable. Let me close the preview for now. Const. I'll call it as time. Set time. Use state. I'll take 0. So here I'm taking this time variable with 0 as initial value. This will hold the time in millisecond, and I'll take use effect, use state, right? Use state is coming from React. I'll take a use effect, React dot use effect with empty dependency array. I'll take an interval. I'll take a variable and declare that variable value as a interval. Interval is equal to set interval call web function with 10 milliseconds as interval time. What this will do, this will increase the time this variable by 10 in every every 10 milliseconds. So I'll take it as brief time plus 10, and so to reflect this in the UI, we need to do the unmounting using return callback. I'll use clear interval function. I'll pass interval variable into this. Here I'll take one h4 tag, so like so. I'll put it as stopwatch. I'll just display the time for now. Let's see if it is working or not. The preview. Yep, the time is increasing. What we'll have to do is we'll have to use this value time and put it in our given format, in this format, hours colon minutes colon seconds colon milliseconds. Right now the time is increasing in milliseconds, like for every 10 milliseconds 10 milliseconds will be adding to time variable here. So let me close this for now. I'll just take a function const format time. This will take time in milliseconds. Okay, so we need hours, right? So for our references, I have written these things. Every 1 second. For 1 second, we'll have 1000 milliseconds. For 1 minute, we'll be having 60 seconds, which will be equal to 60,000 milliseconds. And for 1 hour, we'll be having 3600 seconds. So using these, we can, I think, calculate the hours and all. So let's calculate hours first. Const hours is equal to, so we have time in milliseconds, right? So let's say 3600 multiplied by 1000, right? 36, which is equal to milliseconds. Right. So here we're converting milliseconds back to hours. So whatever we have uh, as the time value here, that's in milliseconds, converting it to hours will definitely give us some reminder, because we are not so sure every time whatever the time value holds will be definitely give an integer value of r, right? It could be 1 point something or like that, but here in the output we'll have to show only the integers. Even for minutes and seconds also we'll have to show the integers only. So for that we'll take advantage of the reminder. Okay. Mm, okay, so first we'll calculate the hours using math.floor, I guess, right? Floor would be the lowest integer of the given decimal value, decimal like or any float number. So I'll just use math.floor floor time in milliseconds divided by 36. What is that? 36 00000. So we have 5 zeros, right? So we got hours. So whatever will have the reminder after calculating the hours will be used for calculating the minutes, right? So once the hours are done, we can go and calculate the minutes. So for that we need that reminder. So I'll just take hours reminder is equal to, we don't need to do any math.floor or math functionality here. I'll just say time in milliseconds percentage 36 00000. Okay. So now using this reminder we can calculate the minutes. So here in each minute we'll be having 60,000 milliseconds. So it's the same thing as of hours, only difference is instead of using this 36 something value we'll use 60,000 and we'll call it as minutes. Const mins is equal to math.floor. Again we'll have to do the math.floor. Like I've said, this part also will be integer. Math.floor, and inside that time in ms, no, not time in ms, hours reminder, right? Hours reminder divided by 60,000. Yes. So now the minutes are calculated and we'll get the reminder from minutes also, so that we can calculate the seconds. Just like whatever the reminder that we get from calculating the hours will be used for minutes, whatever the reminder will get from the minutes will be used for the calculation of seconds. I'll just say mins reminder. I don't know, reminder with a correct spelling. Reminder. So this, if I change this, I'll have to change this also. Yep. What is that? Time? No, minutes, right? Am I doing it right? Hours reminder divided by, not divided by, percentage 60,000. Right. Once the minutes reminder is calculated, we can calculate the seconds here. Const seconds is equal to, what is that? Mins reminder divided by, in each second we'll be having 1000 milliseconds, 1000, and this again will be inside math.floor. Okay, now seconds are also calculated. Let's see the milliseconds. So once the seconds are done, whatever the reminder that we get from the seconds will be used directly as a directly as milliseconds, right? We don't have to do any calculation after this because that's the final one. Const milliseconds is equal to means reminder, no, means reminder percentage 1000. Okay, so we'll do this return. I'll do a string literal dollar hours colon dollar minutes colon dollar seconds dollar milliseconds. Okay, we'll just use this function to display the time. Format time, and we'll pass time as value. Let's see the preview. Yep, you see seconds are going and milliseconds are also going. So if you see the, if you observe the format here, HHMMSSMS, right? All of them are in 2 digits, and we see some of them are in 1 digits. If I reload, and when the timer starts, and it will start from 0 as single digit, and when it moves and then reaches like 10 seconds and all, then it will go to 2 digits. We need to make it as 2 digits for all the integer parts. What we can do is we can I think there is a function in JavaScript, something called pad start or something. Let me Google it. JavaScript pad start method. Yep, text dot. So we can apply this in the string format only, like on a string value only. So here we have a text which is of type string, the value is 5, and text dot pad start 40. So this will give what, 0005. So 4, I guess 4 would be the number of characters that needs to be there, and 0 is the prefix value that needs to be concatenated. So let me use this function. So for that we need to like convert this whole value to strings, right? Because this only applies on the string. Dot pad start. I think only two digits has to be there, and 0 has to be. Yep. So here I have done this for hours, and now we can see that hours are in 2 digits. We can do the same thing for rest of the values. String dot pad start. Let me close this. And milliseconds too. Milliseconds. String. Okay. We'll see the result now. What is it saying? Identifier expected. I don't think there should be any problem. Is there any error? Yeah, I think double dots. Okay. So yeah, I think the problem is solved. The milliseconds are still going in 3 digits, but I think that's okay, right? Or we can do one thing. What we'll do is we'll just divide this. We'll just take reminder with 100. Yeah. So I think this is it. In each second we'll be um, we'll be getting the feedback from this stopwatch. Now first part is done, right? Create a stopwatch, format has to be this, and the last one, add start, pause and reset functionality. Let me create those buttons below here. I'll take a break and button. This is start and this is reset. All I'll use the same start button as pause button. Like whenever I click the start, then only the timer will be starting, and the start text will be like when timer is running, the start will be shown as pause. Clicking that will again like pause the stopwatch, and this will be back to start. Like the button will be back to start, so that we can like resume the stopwatch. So to maintain the running status, we can have one more state variable, const is running. I'll say is running, set is running, react dot use state. So initially it will be false, right? It's not, it won't run unless I click that start button. And I'll create one function, handle start pause. This function will simply set the change the set is running value to the exact opposite of the previous value it holds. Set is running, not is running. Yep, this is the only thing that will do. And here I'll attach an on click event on click. I'll take an arrow function, handle start pause. Yep. So like I've said, I'm gonna switch the text value here based on the value of is running. If it is running, then we can display pause. If it is not running, we can display start. Yeah, I think that is it. So let's see. Now the state is changing, but based on the state, we need to start and stop the running of the interval, right? So this is where we control that. So first of all, this use effect should be having a side effect based on the value of is running change. So I'll put is running as a value in the dependency, and whenever is running changes, it will detect the value, and based on the value of is running, we can like continue the interval or just stop the interval. So if is running, right, if is running, then do this. If it is not running, don't do anything. That is it. So let's see. At the start, it shouldn't be starting. Yep. Clicking the start, starts running the clock. Clicking the pause, stops. Start, pause. Okay. So I'll let the clock run for like 60 seconds so that I want to see that the hours and seconds are also changing when it reaches to 59 seconds, right? Let's see. And meanwhile, we can discuss the logic of reset. I think reset functionality is pretty straightforward. We'll have one function called handle reset, which will be setting the value of set time to 0 so that it will reset to 0, right? And the clock will start from 0 again. And one more thing is, whenever we do the reset, we'll just do the set is running to false, so that it will reset to 0 and then it will stop. Even if it is running, it will reset to 0 and it will stop. Yeah, we can see that when it is reached 59, and then the 1 minute has been added here. Yeah, I think the clock is running very good. So I'll just pause it for now. Const handle reset, set time to 0, set is running to false. Yep, and this will be in the on click of reset. Okay, let's see. Start. So clock is starting, pause, reset, 0. Start, I'll just say reset, 0. Yeah. Start, pause, reset. Yeah. Okay, I think that is it. All the 3 parts are done and our clock is running flawlessly. So let me know if you have any other improved version of this solution. And the panel was really impressed at this point of time, and they liked the idea of using the reminder to calculate the rest of the parts of like calculating the hours, and then using the reminder calculating the minutes, and then using the reminder calculating the seconds and then milliseconds. Yep, so I think that is it. So this is the 3rd video. I'm going to leave the link of the previous 2 videos in the description, or I'll put it as cards in the end of the video. You can watch it and share your ideas in the comments. Thank you very much.